Well, BlackBerry, you may know, unveiling its new smartphone today, and the Waterloo-based company is trying to bounce back to compete with rivals such as Apple and Samsung. Joining us right now in Toronto, we have Lee Dale. He is the co-founder of a Toronto tech firm called Say Yeah. And Lee, is everyone saying yeah for this new BlackBerry Passport?
Well, I think the device has a lot of potential. BlackBerry now, with new CEO John Chen, is really focused on their core market, which has already been enterprise, always been enterprise. They were distracted for some time with the launch of the iPhone, feeling like they needed to be what the consumer smartphone would be. And this is a real change of pace for them that John Chen's ushering in. So there are a lot of positives to look forward to.
It is a big change, and I have to say, you know, reports indicate that there was a deep divide among the executives in the company about whether or not they should move forward with a device like this. What do you think? Is this a brave, bold idea that is going to help BlackBerry bounce back?
Well, this is an interesting question because it really comes down to whether or not the device is the linchpin for BlackBerry and enterprise. And what they've shown around the device is an ecosystem of software that really is designed to help enterprise be more productive, maintain the level of security and provide privacy that they need for their information. And it's that ecosystem, I think, that is really the play here. The device itself is important in the sense of near-term profitability, but the ecosystem is really the long-term bet for enterprise.
Okay, and did I see Wayne Gretzky as one of the new spokespeople for BlackBerry? What do you think of that pairing?
He was there. There's a little more legitimacy there than Alicia Keys, which was, again, that kind of distraction period post-iPhone, where they were looking at engaging consumers. Wayne Gretzky, I think, was here strictly because it was a Canadian launch, and John was pulling out all the stops for Canada today, borrowing a Canadian passport on stage. And so on. So
right. Well, listen, let me ask you this, because we know Mr. Gretzky can probably afford one of these fancy new devices, but what about the rest of us? Because the price tag is still pretty steep. It's almost, what, $700?
Sure. And, you know, again, I think there's a little bit of a distraction here with them saying, well, it's a little less than the iPhone, a little less than top-end Samsung. These devices aren't for the consumer space. They're for enterprise. Enterprise is not going to balk at that price. It's very reasonable.
And good timing on BlackBerry's part with these reports about the iPhone 6, which apparently bends if you put it in your back pocket and you sit down a little too long. So I'm sure the folks at BlackBerry didn't foresee that one, but nice timing on their part.
Well, theirs is a little more stout and possibly a little more stable in a back pocket. But if you put any tall device, especially a 5 or 6-inch device in your back pocket, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Lee Dale joining us. Good to see you.
Thank you.